Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So, in today's video, I kind of want to let it out. I want to talk. I want to talk to you guys because I feel like I have the need to just talk. Let it out. I know a lot of the things I'm going to say probably don't make sense, but I just feel like I need to talk. And I wrote some things down that I felt I needed to say, I needed to talk about, and first off, as you can tell by the title, I did watch 13 Reasons Why on Netflix, and I know there's a controversy going on whether you should watch it, whether you should not watch it, whether, it's healthy to watch it. My personal experience with watching this show, I feel like not everyone should watch it, but at the same time, I feel like I wish everybody would watch it. And I know a lot of people, might be thinking that I'm wrong, and you're so right to think that way, but I'm going to tell you the reasons why I think, not a lot of people should watch it, but at the same time, I would like everybody to watch it. And maybe the episodes or the series might get you in a different way than others. But I do feel like there is a strong message for everybody within the show, and I'm going to tell you how it made me think and how it kind of just made my problems stand out to me these couple of days. And first off, I wanted to say that what I'm going to be talking about is some really serious things, and it might not be the right thing to listen to for a lot of you guys. So if you feel uncomfortable with the subject, I would suggest not to continue watching my video. I don't want to send out the wrong message, and I know I'm not the right person maybe to, just go out there and give out my opinion, but it just really got to me, and I really wanted to talk. I just, like I said, wanted to make this video and just talk about the subject. So in this series, 13 Reasons Why, there is a girl that does commit suicide, and she leaves these tapes where, it kind of gives 13 reasons why it led to her to commit suicide. And for those of you who haven't watched that show, it is really graphic, and I would just say that if you're going to watch it, just know that, you have to stay strong through it and not let it get to you in a bad way. Now, I know it's easy for me to say, but I would just suggest you not watch it if you're not, if you're going through something really hard, because I feel like it does trigger a lot of people and it sends out the wrong message, just depending on your thoughts at that moment when you're watching the show. But what I do want to say in regards to that show is that, my opinion, it was so sad. It was so hard to watch because a lot of the times we're humans. We all make mistakes. We've all hurt someone, whether it wasn't, that bad or it was, really bad. But we've all have, how can I say it? We have all made errors in life. We have all bullied someone in our lives, even though, we admit it or we don't. We have. And personally, to me, this show got to me because I felt like I've been going through some things that I kind of decided to let go and leave it behind me, but it's been really hard simply because it just keeps adding on, and it kind of drags and it makes you drag it. And even though you say you're okay, a lot of the times you're not. personally me, it's easy for me to talk, it's easy for me to cry, it's easy for me to let my problems out. I do have a really strong support system with my mom and with my husband. Now, I do suffer from anxiety and depression, so I know what it's like to be, on the other side. I don't feel like, you know, I've gone through horrible, horrible things like a lot of you have, and maybe my situation is not that big of a deal to others, but something that I can tell you guys is no matter how big, no matter how small your problem is, it matters. And it matters to others. And even though you think no one's listening to you, and people can be really cruel, people can be bullies, and that is so, so devastating because we don't realize what the things we say sometimes, what impact it's going to have on people. But I am going to put something that happened to me as an example because, one, the people who hurt me don't know they hurt me that bad. And two, I never really received closure. So I feel like it's been a little harder for me to get through it. But I feel like I've cried. And let me tell you guys something. Crying is really, really good. And I know, at least me, I don't like it when people cry, but I feel like it's necessary. Sometimes I am laying in bed and I just cry and cry myself to sleep because I'm hurt, and it's okay to be hurt. But I do feel like we need to speak out and we need to talk to someone. And I know it's not easy to say because, like, a lot of people, it's hard for them to put their lives out there or talk about something that's a problem to them or it's something serious. But going back to what I was saying, I feel like it's been about a year that I went through this. Not even a year because it was right before I got married. But there was some things said to me. There was some things done to me that hurt me, and they hurt me so bad. I mean, I cannot tell you guys enough. It was right before my wedding, and I just felt like, boom, like, I don't even know how to, like, I don't want to cry right now, but I don't want to tell you, it was just hard. I mean, I had like a bunch of, I mean, and I know it sounds when I say a bunch, a lot of people, but there were some people that just, bam, I mean, I just felt like I got squished. But I had people tell me things. I had people hurt me, and I don't think they know. And it hurts because I don't think I could hurt someone that way. And for someone to hurt you that way, maybe they don't realize that they're hurting you, but they are, and words can hurt. And the reason why it got to me more, it was because my wedding was getting closer, and it was so heartbreaking to me because I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want it to be that way, but a lot of people did hurt me, and till this day, I feel like it hurts. There was about maybe a week, 2 weeks that I cried. I mean, I would literally get text messages, and I'm grabbing my phone because I can still remember, but I would get text messages, and I would get these messages that maybe the person writing them was, mad at me and upset with me. And, you have a freedom of speech. You can say what you want, and, I'm totally up for it. I say what I want too. But to me, and I'm just talking about me, how the effect it had on me, I literally cried. And I mean, I cried. My phone would ring, I would read the message, and I would cry. And I just sat and cried and cried and cried. And thankfully, I had my husband and my mom supporting me. It's kind of like a support system. My brother helped me a lot too, and that meant the world to me because I had them and I had them to open up about the problems that I was facing at the time. I would cry myself to sleep. I would wake up the next day and I would cry, and it was supposed to be a happy time because I was about to get married, but it wasn't that way. And there was a moment that I was mad. And I was mad because, I just wanted them to stop. And it just didn't happen that way. And I feel like I did get apologies, and it helped heal a little bit, but some people didn't. And even though, like I said, this is my personal opinion, but even though I feel like I apologized, because I did, and it doesn't matter if you did something or you didn't do, apology means a lot to someone when they feel upset. And when you apologize, but you still get this like boom effort from that other person, like they just want to see you crushed, that's just not okay. And that goes in with, and I know I'm probably just talking. Like I said, it's what I'm feeling right now, and it's not because I watched the show that I feel this way. It's simply because I feel like a lot of people that feel depressed and have anxiety and have problems that, they decide to end their lives because of other people. Now that's how hard people's words can get to you. And even though I feel like I'm a very strong person, it weakens you. I mean, what people can say to you can bring you down like you have no idea. And I wish people would just not only look at the fact that you just want to make that other person hurt. Why? Why is what I feel like the question is. Why would you want to see someone hurt? Why would you want to have someone go through something just because you're mad or you're not okay with it? And I just feel like it's a really, really hard subject, and I literally have no clue what I'm saying right now or if I'm even giving any advice to anybody, but respect and do to others what you want to be done to you, and be nice. And I know it's easy for me to say be nice, and a lot of people sometimes don't mean to hurt others, but it hurts. And I feel like the best way to kind of understand yourself, or at least for me, bullies and people who hurt me don't define who I am, and they don't define who you are. They don't define who the person you are. They don't define your beliefs. They don't define what you think. But I know it's hard, and it can be hard to let go of things, and it has been for me. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because I want you guys to know that there is people that do care. There is nice people out there. And even though sometimes you feel like the world is falling against you, falling on top of you, that's what I meant to say. But even though it feels like, you know, the world is like that, there is good people out there, and there is people that will help you. I know there was someone, not gonna say her name, but there was a person that talked to me last year and inspired me in so many ways. The words she told me just like engraved in my head, and she said, "You're strong. You're stronger than you think. And you just need to find that power within you to be strong." And she said, everything will be okay sooner or later, and people will know that they did wrong with you, and even though you think that the people who hurt you don't think about it, they do. They just probably don't think they're hurting you. But her words were so inspiring to me because I just needed that at that time. And she didn't know what I was going through. She didn't realize what I was going through, but she knew I was going through something because I wasn't the same. I had changed the way I smiled. I had changed the way that I talked. So she fully understood me without even knowing the problem. And she helped. She helped a lot. Something that I wrote down that I wanted to read out to you guys is this. Even though sometimes we feel no one cares, there are good people out there that do care. And even though your problems are big, and even though you feel they will never end, they will end. Someone does care, and they will listen. Now, and I know this is really hard on a lot of people to even listen to this video because of the content that I am speaking on, but a lot of people don't have other people to talk to because they're being singled out. Now, what happens when you're being singled out? Well, you could be singled out from a school event. You could be singled out from a phone call. You could be singled out from a fundraiser. You could be singled out from a personal life event. But what happens when you single out a person? When you single out a person, it's kind of saying, we don't want you here for this reason. We don't want you here for this other reason. And the effect it has on that person. So here goes my personal experience with that. I feel singled out. I feel singled out now. I felt singled out before, but I've never felt more singled out than I do now. A lot of people that cared for me before, maybe just a little, don't anymore. And when they single you out because of problems that don't matter, they don't know how I feel. They don't know how bad it hurts. And it's hurtful. And to me, personally, I don't even know what words, or what words I can say to make myself feel better in this, but when you feel singled out, it's like the worst feeling ever. One, because you question yourself, What did I do wrong? What could I have possibly done so bad that you need to single me out? How bad could I have hurt you that you keep hurting me constantly, constantly, constantly? And how bad or how big is your pride that you can't face the fact that you've hurt someone? And I know I'm speaking angry right now because it makes me angry. It makes me sad. It makes me sick to my stomach that people can hurt people. And it doesn't make me a better person to sit here and say, you know, why are you hurting people? Because I'm no one to say that. Because I've probably hurt someone without even knowing I've hurt them. And not saying that it's okay, you know, the behavior of hurting someone, but we all have this freedom of speech and we can think and do what we want, but to what extent? To what extent are you willing to hurt someone? And personally, I feel like in my place, in the place that I am right now, I forgive them. And I forgave them. And in my heart, I feel like I've forgiven them. And even though I talk about the subject, I talk about it because it hurts. The hurt doesn't go away. You can forgive a person. You can talk to the person, but you're still hurt. And you're hurt because it doesn't have closure. And the person doesn't understand how much they really have hurt you. So where do I stand right now? I just forgive. Forgive. I can't let go. I cannot just stop caring. I cannot just stop being hurt. And I know some people tell others, oh, just get over it. You'll be fine. Sleep on it. Walk, go do this, go do that. But the only person who knows what the hurt really feels like is the person that's going through it. And only you can change that as a person. And I feel like I've tried so hard. I've forgiven people. I have stood up for myself. And right now I'm sitting here talking about it because I want you guys to know that there is people that care. There is good people out there. And all the people that are watching this video, I'm here. And I might not be the right person, you know, to talk to a lot of the times, but I'm here. And there is a person that cares, and that's me, because I care. And I just want you all to take a moment to just think about something that's hurting you and just care. Care for yourself. Care for others. Spread love. Don't hate. And just love. Show compassion. You really don't know what people are going through, but a simple smile, a simple hello, a simple hug, a simple text message that says, hey, a smiley face emoji just shows the person at that moment that you're thinking about them. And you have no idea what that can do to a lot of people. I know to me, there was a time that I would literally get no text messages at all. I mean, it was only my husband, my mom, and my brother, and nobody else would text me. And I had a friend, well, she's still my friend, but my friend, I remember, I haven't received a text from her in a long time. She just texted me hi with a little heart. And that precise day, I was crying and I was just depressed. And when I saw that message, I was like, oh my God, like, she took the time to text me and she thought about me, she remembered me, and that message stopped me from crying and just made me realize that there is people that care about me regardless of the people that maybe don't care, and it meant a lot to me. So the message that I'm trying to send is be respectful to yourself, be strong, love yourself, love others, and respect overall. And maybe a lot of the things that I said today don't make sense. I'm not trying to make sense, but I just needed to talk, and I needed to talk and let it out. I feel this like relief because I let it out, and I'm not just telling my mom, I'm not just telling my husband or my brother or my dad, but I'm telling you guys, and all of you guys are listening to me, and I feel like I'm spreading my problem to everybody, and you're watching me, you're hearing me, and talking about it makes you feel better sometimes. And a lot of the times I write things down because that's my way of letting it out, but it helps to talk. So I just want you guys to know that by any means am I trying to make anybody feel bad. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, and I know this video was really detailed, but like I said, I just needed to let it out. Back to the subject of the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. I do advise that if you're watching it, don't try to compare yourself, because you can get hurt from watching it. You could maybe think, oh my God, I've done this to hurt someone, or you could be on the other side. You could be the person getting hurt. But just be really strong, and I do advise that if you are going through something really hard and you are not really, in a good state of mind at the moment, don't watch it. It is very graphic, but I feel like it was a good series to watch because it opens up your eyes about a lot, and it's not like, oh well, if you watch it you're gonna be nicer than you were before, or oh, because I watched it I have all these options. No, it's not like that, because I know we all know when we're mean. I know we all know when we're bullies, and I know when we're nice, but take a minute to just think about it. And basically what mostly I got out of this show is that no matter who it is or what they're going through, I have to be there, and I want to be there, and I want to show them that even though they feel no one cares, I care. And I know there's a lot of people that do care. So, I don't think I have anything else to say for this video. But thank you guys so very much for watching this video. And like I said, I'm so sorry if I hurt anybody or if I made anybody feel bad. But just remember that there is good people out there, and there is people that will listen to you. But thank you guys so very much.